We're looking at the parasha Vayelech, and the Maimer of the Alter Rebbe in this parasha discusses a very interesting pasuk. And the pasuk from the prophet Yeshaya says, Jushu es Hashem v'himotzoi, seek out Hashem where you can find him, ukro es korov, and call out to him when he's close to you. So what does it mean, search out where he is to be found? And how come call him when he can be called to, when we know full well that there's no place separate from Hashem, there's no place devoid of Hashem. Hashem is everywhere. Mala chol ha'aretz kavodo. Hashem is completely filling all of creation. So what does it mean there are somehow spaces where we're closer, or times that we are closer, when it's all equidistant at all times? That's the question which the Alter Rebbe raises in the beginning of this particular Maimer. And because we're approaching the Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, the days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, inclusive of those 3 days, those 10 days, so this particular Maimer talks about what does it mean to get close, and what does Teshuvah mean? What does it mean to return to Hashem? And literally, turn to Hashem. Lashuv, to return, means to be able to move away, face away from where you were going before, and face again towards Hashem. So the example that the Alter Rebbe gives is 2 people. 2 people can be standing right next to each other. But are they close or distant? Well, as far as distance is concerned, they're the same. However, it depends if they're facing each other in a loving way, in a loving embrace, or whether they're turned away from each other because they dislike each other. So in other words, they can be together, proximity-wise, and yet not be close, or alternatively, be very close. So the Alter Rebbe explains that there are times when Hashem's face is not facing us because our face is not facing Hashem. What does that mean? Of course Hashem is everywhere, and we're right next to Hashem, so to speak. But which way are we facing? When we're not carrying out Hashem's requests, Hashem's mitzvahs, then we're turning away, so Hashem turns away. Doesn't move away, turns away. And when we're carrying out Hashem's requests, Hashem's mitzvahs, then we turn towards Hashem, and Hashem's turned towards us. Well, during the Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, during those 10 days, we always try consciously to turn our face towards Hashem, which means to be meticulous and careful about the way we carry out the mitzvahs at that particular point. And therefore, as a consequence of that, during those 10 days, Hashem is more found, which is how the pasuk is illustrating. And also that is the time frame, those 10 days, because we are meticulous during those 10 days, when in fact the faces are turned towards each other. And the love comes from deep within Hashem and deep within us. So that's how it is that, notwithstanding that Hashem is everywhere, there are times when we are nevertheless closer, and God forbid, sometimes further away. So let's do a little meditative exercise to be able to get a sense of that closeness that we're seeking during these particular 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So gently close your eyes and just become aware of the air surrounding you. Pleasant, warm air. And here you are, basking in an atmosphere of warmth. Imagine if you were in a cold outside wind. No longer would you have that sense of comfort. Try to recall what it feels like to be facing an icy cold wind blowing through your scarf onto your face. You want to avert your face. You don't want to have the full blast of the wind on your face. You turn away. Coldness. Removal. And now come back into your room and feel that warmth, closeness, where you don't have to avert your face. That is the relationship which we should endeavor to create at all times in our relationship with God. How do we do that? When we do what Hashem wants, Hashem faces us with a smile, warmth emanating from the depth of Hashem's innermost essence. And we too, of course, initiate that. That is called teshuvah. We return to a state of normalcy. We turn our face facing God's, and it's close. And we don't want to experience the icy cold. Look forward to those 10 days when that intensity is greatest and your state of closeness supreme. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and gently open your eyes, coming all the way back.